Most homeowners don't know what ice and water shield is, but if you need to replace your roof, the type of ice and water shield you choose could mean the difference between a catastrophic roof leak and nothing happening at all. So first, what does ice and water shield do? Well, the ice and water shield goes around the vulnerable areas of your roof, so if water backs up into those areas, it will hit the ice and water shield and shed off. Now, the reason ice and water shield is so important is because it's made of this sticky tar layer. And that sticky tar layer will stick down to your plywood and form a seal. And every time a roof nail goes through that ice shield to attach the shingles that are installed above, then it needs to form a seal around every one of those nails. If it doesn't, then if water backs up on your roof and sits on your roof, when the water hits this ice shield, it will hit those nails and it'll go straight into your attic. If the ice shield does its job, it will go around every one of those nails and it will go off your roof like it's supposed to. So what I have in front of me here is two different types of ice shield. One is a contractor grade ice shield that you'll see go on pretty much every new roof and most roof replacements because it's cheap and it passes code. The second is a Malarkey Hi-Temp ice shield. This is much more expensive, but it does a much better job sealing around the nails and protecting the home in the case of a severe ice dam or other problem. So let me show you the difference. First is the cheap ice shield. We can peel off this little layer here that protects it from getting debris on it. And you can see there's a little bit of tackiness. If I hold it, I can hold it on my finger and it just takes a little bit to pull it off. Now, if I take my golf tee, which will simulate a roofing nail, and I stick this through here, it goes through fairly easy. And you can see that it formed a little, what looks like kind of a seal around there. But the problem is, you can see this golf tee, I can very easily push it in and out of this hole. And so it's not really sealing around the golf tee. If I were to put water here, the water would drip around this golf tee and drip through the ice shield. And look how clean this golf tee is after pushing it through this ice shield. Another issue that this ice shield has is that it's very easy to rip. If I just apply a little pressure, I can rip it right in half. Now let's take a look at the Malarkey Hi-Temp ice and water shield. So we'll peel off the back here, same system. And this one, you can see there's a lot more tack to it. If I press it to my finger, it takes a lot more pressure to remove it. And it even sticks to my fingers. So now I'm going to take our golf tee, which simulates our nail, and push it through here. Now it's much more difficult, as you can see, partially because this ice shield is topped with a synthetic layer that makes it very durable. And now you can see as I push this through, you can see that tar material stretch and stick to this golf tee. And so, unlike the other one, if I just push on this, it's stuck in there pretty good. If I try to pull it out here, you can see all the tar that's coming with it. If I were to put water on here, this would be completely sealed and no water would get through and onto the table. And this is the purpose of ice and water shield. When all those nails get pierced through it from the shingles above, if water hits this, it's going to go around each one of the nails, just like this golf tee, and shed off your roof. And that's what we want. Plus, when you go to rip this stuff, it's very difficult because of this synthetic weaved layer on top. And so it's much more durable than the cheaper ice shield. So you can tell how much it sticks. And so for these reasons, this is why we highly recommend spending a few extra dollars and going with a high strength ice shield like this Malarkey Hi-Temp rather than the cheap contractor grade ice shield that most contractors use these days.